G'day! Let's learn tricks to multiply 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers. Let's learn the trick to multiply 2-digit numbers. There are 3 steps to do from right to left. Let's do 31 multiplied by 21. First, multiply the units digits. That's 1 times 1, which is 1. Write 1 in the answer. Second, we cross-multiply the digits in both the tens and the units, and then add. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. Now add 3 and 2, which is 5. Write 5 in the answer. Third, multiply the tens digits. 3 times 2 is 6. Write 6 in the answer. So 31 multiplied by 21 is 651. Let's check that with a calculator. In the second example, let's multiply 24 by 31. First, multiply the units digits. That's 4 times 1, which is 4. Write 4 in the answer. Second, we cross-multiply the digits in both the tens and the units, and then add. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. Now add 2 and 12, which is 14. Write 4 in the answer and carry the 1 over to the next step. Third, multiply the tens digits. 2 times 3 is 6. Don't forget the carried 1, which we must add to get 7. Write 7 in the answer. So 24 multiplied by 31 is 744. Let's check that with a calculator. Let's learn the trick to multiply 3-digit numbers. There are 5 steps to do from right to left. Let's do 321 multiplied by 121. First, multiply the units digits. That's 1 times 1, which is 1. Write 1 in the answer. Second, we cross-multiply the digits in both the tens and the units, and then add. 2 times 1 is 2. The other 2 times 1 is 2. Now add 2 plus 2, which is 4. Write 4 in the answer. In the third step, we multiply the digits in the hundreds and units, and also multiply the digits in the tens, and then add these. That's 3 times 1, which is 3. 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Now add them. 3 plus 1 plus 4 is 8. Write 8 in the answer. In the fourth step, cross-multiply the digits in the hundreds and tens, and then add. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. Now add these. 6 plus 2 is 8. Write 8 in the answer. In the fifth step, multiply the hundreds digits. 3 times 1 is 3. Write 3 in the answer. So 321 multiplied by 121 is 38,841. We'll check that with a calculator. Correct. In the final example of 3-digit multiplication, we'll do 641 multiplied by 153. Step 1. Multiply the units digits. 1 times 3 is 3. Write 3 in the answer. In the second step, cross-multiply the digits in both tens and units and then add. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 1 is 5. 12 plus 5 is 17. Write 7 in the answer and carry the 1 over to the next step. Third, we cross-multiply the digits in the hundreds and units, and also multiply the digits in the tens, and then add these. 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 5 is 20. Now add these. 18 plus 1 plus 20 is 39. Remember to add the 1 that was carried from the last step. So 39 plus 1 is 40. Write 0 in the answer and carry the 4 to the next step. In the fourth step, cross-multiply the digits in the hundreds and tens and then add. 6 times 5 is 30, 1 times 4 is 4. Now add these. 30 plus 4 is 34. Remember to add the 4 that was carried from the previous step. So 34 plus 4 is 38. Write 8 in the answer and carry the 3 to the next step. Last, multiply the hundreds digits. 6 times 1 is 6. Remember to add the 3 that was carried from the previous step. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Write 9 in the answer. So 641 multiplied by 153 is 98,073. Again, we'll check that with a calculator.